Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. And take a look at this beautiful thing that we are seeing from Telcoin. A very clear and decisive breakout from this resistance. We have been saying that the more you hit on a resistance level or a support level for that matter, is the more likely you're going to be breaking out. So this is not coming as a surprise at all. On one end, I'm so happy and excited because we were taking a trade in our private Discord group, just as I was talking in those previous videos saying that I'm going to be announcing a trade. So it's up 100% right now. And you know, the noble thing to do is to take away 50% of the profits and let the rest run, because I think that this is just the beginning of a huge breakout that can come here. I've been saying time and again that I anticipate that this whole thing would go as high as like a 500% and only into retracement levels, right? We're not even talking about new price discovery and stuff like that. We'll talk more about these things. Now, on one end, I'm not really happy with what has been happening with the YouTube algorithm, because you can see that the last 3 videos that we were making on Telcoin, talking about this breakout, the highest that got views was like, 700, the other one 184, 400. I mean, this is not too good, right? We want to spread this message to a lot of people before it's actually too late, because you know what? Somebody's going to be buying the top, right? Why are they not buying right now when we are having this breakout as we are speaking? But you know, this is sort of for another day. I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. Do whatever you can do to make noise for the algorithm so that a lot of people can come across this video much more easily. If you're also new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on Telcoin and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Without me further running my mouth too much, let me just get back here to the daily time frame. I think I've already mentioned that I expect a 500% run from this breakout that we are seeing from Telcoin. The reason is that if we take a look at this closely, we can see that this is a very clear bull flag. If we go to the weekly time frame, it even looks much more beautiful. Let me just zoom it nice and easy like this, and you can see that if you want to be measuring your measured move here, you're looking at measuring the breakout. It's even slightly higher than the 500% that I'm talking, because you can see here it's 570%, right? But these are minor details, to be honest with you. And of course, we're on a 5x leverage. By the time we get that 500%, we are looking at even something like a 25x. I mean, that's really good. That's the beauty of being in crypto, right? Let me also just mention that this way towards the upside is not going to be in a straight line. We're going to be seeing some pullbacks every now and then. It's something that is totally normal. Take a look at this here. You can see that we had formed a nice range for like 77 days. Obviously, we've broken out of that whole thing, but back tests of these ranges are something that is very much common, right? What am I talking about? At some point, I don't know when exactly, I expect this chart to pull back a little bit, because this is what we see happening time and again, right? We don't go up in a straight line. I've mentioned that. If you want to see an example of something like that in action, is this trade that I was taking here on OM, which is, I think it's called Mantra or Mantra. I don't really even care. I care about the money, to be honest with you. Now, what was happening here is that you can see it had created a nice range there, but even though it was pumping something like a 40%, it was still managing to come back and test that whole thing and continue to push towards the upside. So things like this, you should always have them at the back of your mind, so that when they happen, you don't panic too much and you're not, panic selling, or you're now beginning to believe every stupid narrative that you see out there. But the other thing that leads me to believe that, you know what, maybe we can have a back test at some point in the future is the fact that, the volume that we have here on Telco is not really that much. We're right around $19 million. I think this is actually very good compared to where we were 2 days ago, which is like $2 million or something like that. But honestly speaking, I would have anticipated that a huge breakout like this one would require a lot of volumes. Again, we have to keep in mind that Telcoin is not listed on big exchanges, so probably this is also just enough. But when all has been said and done, I just want you to know that the chart doesn't go up in a straight line. I'm still predicting that 500% run to somewhere around 5 cents, but it's likely going to be a roller coaster. Now, let me go ahead and talk about my long-term predictions in terms of the price here for Telcoin. You can see that we have formed a perfect work of accumulation pattern, and these things are very powerful, especially if they're happening over a period of years. We can see that this has been in the making, I think even starting in 2021. So up until this point, it's almost like 4 years. First thing to acknowledge are Fibonacci retracement levels, right? So from the very top until the bottom here, right around the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level is where the price usually visits before it, makes a decision. That's around, again, 4 and 4.5 cents thereabout, which very much is in line with our price targets that we were talking about from the breakout. But of course, once you happen to clear those ones, the next one that you usually visit is the golden ratio. This is the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, and this is 11 cents for Telcoin. That's my main price target for this bull cycle. As we continue to grow up from here, right around 4 cents, 4.5 cents, 5 cents is a good area for me to take profits, initial profits. And then of course, the second take profit here is right around the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That is around 10, 11 cents. That's good. Then finally, when all is been said and done, I think the maximum that the price can do this bull cycle, I know a lot of people will say this is bad, but I don't know. I think that the maximum that the price can do is a full Fibonacci extension level. This is right around 27 cents. So from where the price is sitting, you would actually consider that to be somewhere around the 25x. I think that's a very good return, right? I'm really curious to know what your price targets are, but I think that one way or the other, there is tons of cash that can be made from this whole thing. We're just beginning a breakout. If you go back and take a look at charts which were looking like this back in 2021, this is where like most of the gains were coming, right? Cardano was looking like this, VGen was looking like this, and they had fantastic runs. Now, for us to get to price targets like 27 cents, for example, I think that we would need a catalyst like, maybe a Coinbase listing, maybe a Binance listing or things like that, which I think that they're going to be coming because this has become such a great thing. It actually says that Telcoin is number 200 and something in terms of market cap. This is far from the truth, because if you take a look at this market cap right around 800, we can just say $900 million, right? You come back to the ranking here on Coin Market Cap, you will find out that Telcoin should actually be ranked between Gala and Nexo, so it should be right around number 82, number 83, thereabout. I think it's a very good thing to happen because it at least gives you a little bit more exposure in the top 100, right? When people are coming to the market for the first time, they get to see you, probably first before they find something that is probably in the top 500%, just as an example. It's going to take a minute. Should we get some kind of a backtest here? I don't want anybody to be panicking because this is still something that is very normal. You can still do that and also continue to push towards the upside. In fact, this would be a buying opportunity for somebody who missed the wall run. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then of course, I'll see you on the next one. If you want to be joining our short-term trades in the private Discord group, feel free to join via Patreon. The link is going to be somewhere there in the description. Take care. Bye-bye.